Hi guys and welcome back to the Bftv show, sponsored by Boyle Sports. This is your Millwall preview show.
So guys, welcome back, and as ever we're back to midweek Saturday, so busy schedule ahead guys. Thank you so much for tuning in once again. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe to the channel, like the video. Can we hit 65 this week? I know you've hit the last couple of targets. Thanks guys, appreciate it. And if you can comment down below obviously your thoughts. Blues have made it 11 unbeaten, massively impressive run, you know, however way you look at it. So comment on Wednesday night's game. What your thoughts are. Obviously the opponent's Millwall, Gary Rowett back in the are in the opposition dugout, and obviously how are you feeling about the back end of the season now going into the final third? Are we confident? Where do you want to finish? And what are your expectations? But let us know. Emily, let's crack on.
Yep, so I think arguably when we got to the Brentford game we thought that was our toughest test. I think going into Saturday's game, with it being Monk being our old manager, in turn that was its toughest test. But now I think going in playing our other old manager Rowett, I think that's going to be our toughest test so far, just to continue this unbeaten run. So let's go over Rowett and his time at Millwall. What do you think it was that he's implemented and changed that's made Millwall so successful this season? They're already 11th, although their most recent games haven't been so great.
Yeah,
they have been a side that's gone from relegation all the way up to near the top now.
Yeah, Rowett did exactly the same at Millwall as he's done with Blues when he came in at Blues, and just made things really simple. He comes in, he changes things that were possibly going wrong before, and just plays simple counter-attacking, quick football. It works, it's effective. Sometimes it's not the prettiest, but it certainly can win games. And you know, we found that at Blues. I think he was, you know, he did well at Derby to get into the playoffs, which is where they should be. And then he was walking into a bit of a poison chalice at Stoke, which it is what it is. And then he's gone into a club which probably suits him more, going into these sort of the underdog clubs in Millwall, and he's turned them into a team that can push for playoffs. And yeah, I've been relatively impressed with what he's done there again. Not massively surprised, but at the same time, yeah, I think that you can never write this Millwall team off, because one thing that Rowett's teams do have is a lot of fight and a lot of grit and a lot of determination, and Millwall and grit and determination go pretty hand in hand, doesn't it, really? So yeah, he's done a good job there. And another tough test on Wednesday night. Good
players Millwall, haven't they? I think the team's set up quite well. Their top goal scorer being Jed Wallace at the moment, then followed by Tom Bradshaw. They've scored 10 and 8 respectively. So what do you think is going to be the toughest point in us playing Millwall?
It's away from home. You know my feelings. Everybody probably knows my feelings about away games. Sorry about the motorbike in the back. He seems to be on some sort of race course. No, I think that any away game's tough in this league, and you have to be at your A game to win it.
Do you think I would make you feel any better by saying in the last 5 games we played against Millwall, we've lost 3 and won 1 and drawn 1?
No, you don't make me feel any better by that. I don't think you made anybody feel better with that stat. It's brilliant. No, do you know what though? I think we've got a pretty good record at the Den, if I'm not mistaken. I think we've won like 3 of our last 5, maybe.
No, last time we played them at the Den, we did win 2-0.
It's really weird because they do really well at our place,
and we do well at their place.
Yeah. Yeah, like I say, it is.
You get my irony.
Yeah, no, absolutely, yeah, and I think that this game is just as difficult as as any game we've played. You know, different tests, Millwall to Brentford or to Sheffield Wednesday. They're probably closer to what Sheffield Wednesday offered with that counter-attacking football that Monk plays as well. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I like going to Millwall every season. It's always an eventful night. But one where I think going into it, we need to be trying to look to get a point. If we can get a point, everybody's going to be happy with an away point. Yeah. Let's be honest. Millwall are still higher up than us. They're still
4 points ahead of us at the time of filming.
Yeah. And obviously they've had a better season than us up to this point. So they've beaten some good teams. I think they beat Preston 2 weeks ago away from home. Not many teams have done that this season. So we need to be at our A game, and I think that we need to mix it up a little bit. Not in terms of personnel, but we need to be better than we were on Saturday.
Going into Blues, JCS, Jake Clark-Salter, he is fit for this fixture, so that's all well and good. But yeah, let's go into your lineup and let's go into your score prediction.
I can't change the team. Why would I change the team? Why would anybody? I can see him doing what he did at Barnsley, though. You know, where he went with Montero.
I don't think I could deal with that.
Maybe even Crowley.
I'm not sure I
could
deal with that.
I think that while Montero didn't impress that night, I think that if you want to tire her legs out and then bring on people like Bella and Crowley, because that's what he does. He stretches teams really badly. He'll knock the ball in behind. And the way
I don't think he did that night, though. I don't think he turned up that night. I don't think he stretched teams at all.
I think he still did once or twice.
But not enough. And that
enough.
was why I think I was infuriated by him.
I think he did alright on Saturday when he came on. A little bit better. I think he got to the byline a lot more, put some good crosses in, beat his man a few times. Barnsley was a horrible game, and I just knew from the start he wasn't going to be in it. Conditions don't suit him.
Well, if it's like what it is outside now tomorrow with all the snow, it's going to be a difficult game. Yeah,
for sure. But, you know, my team is unchanged because why would you change it? Unless there's an injury, unless somebody's really struggling with something like fatigue or, you know, muscular problem or something like that, there's no point in changing it. We've got options on the bench now that we can bring on and sort of change the game. Crowley offers something different. Mm-hmm. He came on Saturday and did okay. Montero on the other side, bit of pace. I think Montero's better if you bring him on about 70 minutes, 20 minutes to go, and there's already tired legs out there and he'll knock the ball and run. But yeah, there's no point in changing it.
So unchanged.
Yeah. He's got Kieftenbeld, and Kieftenbeld will certainly be used at some point in the next two games. Off the bench maybe, or even starting one of the next two games. But yeah, it's good to get some numbers back. And I'm just really enjoying Blues at the minute.
It is good, isn't it?
I am. We didn't play well Saturday, I'll be honest, you know. No. I'm trying not to be negative.
It was bad. At times, it was bad.
We were great going forward, but defensively, we were so lapsed. And we made
pulling my hair out of that Bannon goal. That he had so much space.
Yeah.
That just was so annoying because you could see that he just needed to be closed down. And
they put a ball into the channel. Sunjic covered on the left-hand side. He hooked the ball away. And then he was caught out because he was at left-back clearing the ball. One midfielder against two. You know, Gardner was left against two. Bannon in acres of room, but I think at times we weren't great defensively. You know, Pedersen once or twice was caught out, Colin once or twice was caught out, and that's unlike them. It really is. So, don't know whether that was us losing a bit of focus or if that was Wednesday. But we know they're a good team. They were third at Christmas, like we said, so we can't take them for granted. But if we, you know, going forward is not an issue for me at the minute.
So score prediction against Millwall.
Do I go positive or pessimistic?
Go positive, why not?
1-1.
I'd take that.
I would take that as well.
I'd take that.
Yeah. And then if we can try and nick something on Saturday against QPR, who are in worse form. Let's say worse form. They've struggled.
Form.
Yeah, worse. They've struggled form this season, especially since the loss of Wells.
Yeah.
If we can try and get something there, maybe a win, you'd take 4 points from the next two games. You'd bite your hand off for 4 points. So, yeah, I'll go 1-1. I think Dukey is in unbelievable form at the minute. I got hammered on Twitter in early December when he scored against West Brom, and I said he's looking back to his best, and everybody said,
all right, don't be bitter about it.
No, I am bitter because I got several people say to me, you're off your head, you don't know what you're talking about. He doesn't look back to his best just because he's had one good game, and I think he's gone on to score like 6 or 7 goals.
I think it was the system that worked for him. We went back to the system
that
worked
we did,
for him that game, and then we haven't gone back away from that system since. So
yeah.
It was going to bring him back to his best. Let's be honest.
I think everybody moaned, but it wasn't his fault particularly. It wasn't like he wasn't trying, or it just wasn't going for him, and the system didn't suit him, and everybody realised them. And I'm glad that Pep made the changes to suit him, because if you can bring the best out of him, he brings the best out of Hogan. You've got a phenomenal pairing, and you know, obviously, guys, by the time that this goes out, the podcast will be close to going out. We're bringing back the podcast. We will talk about the Juki and partnership with Hogan, and talking about whether he brings the best out of his strike partners, i.e. Shea, i.e. Hogan. So obviously look out for that and let us know in the comments down below. But yeah, no, I think Juki to score at Millwall.
My gut is saying a draw, and my gut has said wins for the last few times. So I'm being a little bit more realistic now. I know I don't like that either, but I'm going to go for a 1-1 as well. I think that's probably the most sensible of returns.
So guys, thanks very much for watching. Really do appreciate it. Don't forget, if we can hit that 65 like mark, that would be absolutely fantastic. Don't forget to comment all of your thoughts down below on the up and coming fixture. Obviously, we will have the QPR preview. We'll have a little bit something different for that. And obviously talk about Saturday's game as well, guys, down in the comments below. I really want to hear your thoughts on those, because I'm a bit torn. Wasn't a great performance, but a good result nonetheless. And obviously, if you haven't subscribed already, please go ahead and do so, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss the uploads. But thanks, and it's going to be a tricky one at the Den tomorrow night, but I look forward to it.
I'm going to wear my hat and gloves. I'm going to be really cold.
Certainly. It's going to be a chilly one. Thanks, guys.
Keep right on.